This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Grizzlies homestand. And, of course, Zach Edey. This is their first game without him.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown, good on the three-point shot. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Nembhard with it. Pass to SGA. The kick out to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, nice job that time by Williams, finding a way to get to the rim and finishing with a dunk.
Jackson misses. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game. The kick out to Williams. Done with it. Williams picks him up. Now done. Pass to Jackson. Five on the clock. Shoots. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
Now here's Morant. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
The defense collapses on Morant. Smartly, he's able to find that open three-point shooter.
Here's Caruso. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Pass to Turner. Wallace outside. Here he goes. Misses the layup. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And Williams throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. It's stolen by Nembhard. Back to SGA. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant outside. Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Memphis making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Launches it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. SGA's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jackson with the screen. And it's Shepherd missing. The Thunder leading by 6. Now here's SGA. He's got 6. Back to Holmgren. That's good, and SGA with the assist.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, up 8.
Oklahoma City, 17.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Oklahoma City leading by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren in the post. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
6 to shoot. Here's Turner. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Yeah, defensively, it's a tough cover on SGA because he knows how to run the two-man game.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Nembhard. He takes it in. Outside, SGA. Gilgeous-Alexander thrashes his way inside for 2.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Here's Jackson. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
The effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holmgren outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Holmgren's got 7.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
In the corner, Wallace with it. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
1:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Paul surveying the floor. Joe with it. Back to Paul. Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Odom on the way. Still yet to score. To the left wing. Odom a screen. And Klingon pulls it down.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
They set the pick. Here's Wiggins. And it's sent back by Odom. And here we go. Fast break to Morant. Kept alive. And the dunk by Odom.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Thunder leading by 4. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And slam dunk by Odom.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Holmgren in the high post. Outside, SGA. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Mark. The 3 from Morant. Traps in the tray. Morant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies. Here's Nembhard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Filipowski. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Way outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Shea has the answer with a 3 of his own.
Here's the screen. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Morant. Now Filipowski. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Well, after nailing the first 3 out of the break, you can give him a pass for not making that one as well.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. And, Jim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
Joe can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. Turner with the screen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Thunder pull it in. They've led by as much as 10. Screen by Wiggins. Here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
And watching Paul, you can see that he sees the game well beyond his years.
Here's Jackson. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. And here is Paul. He has 5. Screen by Wiggins. Paul left side. Misses from short range. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Al Paul. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lamar Odom pulls it in. Now the Grizzlies with it. It's a 1-point game. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Shepherd.
I like the touch from Shepherd, finishing around the rim.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Joe. Green deciding where to go with it. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Green double clutches. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 1. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You really like the intensity and focus Shepherd brings to both ends of the floor.
Outside Jackson. There's the triple. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Shepherd. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout called by Coach Isolo. He knows every possession is critical now. And with the depth of this Oklahoma City Thunder team, Tim, who's an impact player on this roster that might fly a little bit under the radar?
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's Aaron Wiggins. I look at a guy that in any other situation, might be able to average 15 to 18 points a game, but in Oklahoma City, he has sacrificed shots and minutes to be part of a winning team, and he competes every night.
He does indeed. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Pass to SGA. Hands it from downtown. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. Jackson with the screen. Inside. Here's Turner. Morant, right side. Back to Turner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Timeout called by Coach Iserlohn. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Nembhard with it. To the wing right side. Back to Caruso. On the clock. Pass to Holmgren. From 7. Cleared away by Turner. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's Turner. Shoots the 3. Trained from outside.
Love seeing this. Turner just rising and firing with no hesitation. Have to respect the confidence he's playing with.
And he drives in. Jackson with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Morant outside. Puts up a deep 3. That does not go.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's SGA. .153 left here in the fourth quarter. Jumper is off.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Nembhard. And it's sent back by Turner.
No, sir. Try someone else. Turner is an elite rim protector.
Morant. Holmgren rips down the rebound. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside Williams. Holmgren the screen. Outside SGA. Just 4 to shoot. The shot is off. So it's the Grizzlies now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Jackson outside. Now Morant. And we have a timeout called by Tomas Iserlohn. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Shot clock at 5. It's Turner. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
And answering the bell, Turner with confidence.
SGA. Cleared away by Turner. Dunn looking over the floor. Now Jackson. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans